Happy blissful day, blissful beings.
If you're new here, my name is Gabriel.
And my name is Kylie.
And in today's video, we're sharing how to manifest for other people, for your family, your friends, your colleagues, for everybody.
Yeah, you see, we believe everyone has the power to manifest their ideal lives. Why? Because we believe it's our birthright to live abundant and blissful lives. If you'd like to learn more about what we're talking about, you can download our free guide linked below. Or if you're interested in coaching, the link is also below. And as always, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
Thank you. So in today's video, we're sharing with you guys how to manifest for other people. And it's so awesome because, you know, when you're trying to manifest something for yourself, you can actually make it much more fun by manifesting for other people as well, because it now takes the pressure off by you just having to focus on that one thing that you want to see manifest in your life. But I just want to remind you that we are always manifesting for other people. What do I mean by that is, if you think about all your family members and your friends right now, just bring up your best friend or bring up your partner or your parents. As soon as you see them in your mind, you have a certain assumption about them. So for example, if I think about my wife, I just think of how beautiful she is, how blissful she is, how pure she is. Those are my assumptions. My assumptions like, wow, what an amazing woman. What a queen. What a goddess. Those are my assumptions about her. So now, the assumptions that I have about my wife actually pushes out in my reality. So how I see her in my mind is exactly how she plays out in my reality. So what do I mean by that is that everyone is, push out depending on the assumptions that you have. So now we all have assumptions about everybody. But now this video is simply to empower you to actually do it deliberately. So in other words, if you think about a friend or family member that is not doing well at the moment, we're going to share with you guys how to actually manifest for them so that they can be in their ideal.
Yeah, I think it's important, just before we keep going, just to understand the difference of what we're really saying. We're not saying that you're going to change other people. You see, a lot of times people try to change their partner. They focus so much on manifesting for them, but really the root is themselves. If their partner isn't being helpful, they're like, oh, I'm manifesting, he's helpful, instead of I'm worthy of help. And so that's not exactly what we're talking about. But yes, in situations of somebody's in poor health, or somebody's trying to get a better job, or things like that, maybe they're trying to conceive or have a healthy pregnancy, things like that, where you want to picture them in their best, in their ideal, knowing that they're strong, healthy, fit, anything like that. That's more what we're talking about in this video.
Indeed. Thanks for sharing, baby. So, and I just want to share a success story with you guys. One of my friends that I spoke to not too long ago, and so whenever I catch up with him, he always told me that, I think he told me it twice, that he's trying to get a promotion within his company. So he wants to get a better, higher paid job within his company. But then he told me also that he went for a couple of interviews, but he's been unsuccessful. So when I heard that, I told him that you already got the job. Congrats, because he's not so much into law of assumption or manifestation, so he's not so familiar. So I just broke it down to him. I said, listen here, you've already got the job. Congratulations. I'm speaking it into existence. Just know that you've already got the job. He's like, okay, I guess. Yeah, I'm like, no, congrats, you do have the job. Wow, I'm so happy for you. And he was like, yeah, okay, I guess. And what ended up happening, I think I'm not too sure the timeline, but me and time, I'm like a little bit here and there. But let's just say, for argument's sake, that when I spoke to him again, just to catch up, I think it was maybe like a month ago or something like that. Let's just call it a month. Time doesn't really matter at the moment. But so a month later, when we just had another chat, he then shared with me that, hey, Gabriel, do you know what? I got the job. I said that I told you got the job. I told you I spoke it into existence. Because when you told me that you were unsuccessful, I said, no, you got the job. That's what I heard from you is saying, no, I got the job. And that's the reason why I congratulated you. So what did I do there? I used my imagination and I seen him in his ideal. He wanted a better job. And so that's what I saw. I just saw that he already has that position and he got that job. And that's the reason why I congratulated him. Even though it did not manifest yet in the 3D, because I know that consciousness is the only reality. So whatever I say and think is a done deal. So if I say that you got the job, it means that you got the job. Simple as that. And then he shared with me that he got the job, and I was like, I told you, but congrats again. You're amazing, man. That's so awesome. And we both laughed, and he was like, yeah, I'm so happy, man. It's so cool. And I was like, yeah, I told you.
Yeah, it was actually quite funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think another example, if I can share, is I went to visit friends of mine, and the one of them was very in like a depressed state, very low, very disengaged, just really out of it, and knew that they were not feeling well. They just didn't really speak much or anything like that. And so it was weighing also on their spouse, on their partner, and it was kind of like, eish, man, I was like a little worried inside. And so when I shared with Gabriel, he said, no, okay, let's just imagine them in their ideal, happy, jumping, so excited. And I thought, okay, yes. Because you see, if I kept continuing in worry, then I'm seeing them in that state, and that state won't change. So instead, we envisioned and imagined them in high spirits, just as they always used to be. And sure enough, I don't know, probably within a month, maybe a couple of weeks later, when I went back to visit them, even it was just a couple days later.
No, I was just gonna say
later.
that. I know that I'm not so good with time, but no, it wasn't a month.
Later.
It was like 3 days later.
It was on a Tuesday, and I saw them again on Friday.
Yeah. So
on the Friday, I went back, and just as we imagined, quickly opened the door, so excited, high spirits, so happy. And there was a moment also where the one that was feeling a bit low, they left the room, and their spouse said, I'm so grateful that they're happy today, that they've been in such a great mood the last couple of days. It's been such a change. And I just thought to myself, okay, there it is. That imagination creates the reality, even for somebody else. And I think that it's one of the most amazing gifts you can give someone.
Yes.
It's just to see them in their ideal, seeing them in their job, in their perfect physical health and mental health, seeing them achieving their desires and goals. Like every night before we go to sleep, we always proclaim that, especially for specific family members or friends, say, we're so grateful that so-and-so got their dream job. We're so grateful that so-and-so has perfect health.
Yes.
It's an amazing gift, especially to do it together. It's like a double dose of it.
It's so awesome.
But it really does change things.
Yeah, it does. And usually, as my beautiful wifey just shared, that we normally do it for other people and without even telling them. But then we would see that maybe on social media that, how they're thriving. But then we just smile knowing that, we did that. That's the reason why I said in the beginning that we are always imagining for other people based on the assumptions that we have. So what you need to do is really just look at your family, your friends, your relatives, and your colleagues and ask yourself, what assumptions do I hold of them? If it's not according to their ideal, change it. Because remember, if you see them in their ideal, you also change, because they just a reflection, of you. So, and it's such a beautiful gift to actually give that to someone else as well, because when you do it to someone else, you're doing it to yourself. So it's really a win-win, So we just wanted to share that with you guys. And it's very, very simple. You just choose someone, see them in their ideal, claim that it is done now, and express your gratitude that it is done now, and you will see it will manifest, whether you or they like it or not. And make sure you always do it in love, not the opposite of love.
Of course.
Always do it in love. So having said that, thank you so much for watching. And as always, keep smiling. Thank you for commenting, liking, sharing, and subscribing. And we'll catch you in the next one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.